Spider-Man Last Hunt premieres on January 29th only on LewisFilms. You can watch the official trailer in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the possibility of Matt Gargan, aka Scorpion, getting the symbiote in MCU Spider-Man 4. But before we do get into that, if you are new around here and enjoy all types of Spider-Man content, including fanfictions, gaming, and news and theories about all the upcoming movies, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any videos as soon as they come out on the channel. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So let's talk about Matt Gargan, aka Scorpion. He showed up in Spider-Man Homecoming and then never really showed up again. It was theorized that he was actually going to be one of the potential villains for Spider-Man Far From Home. However, that role landed to Mysterio, and he never ended up showing up again. However, this is where the MCU Spider-Man 4 theory comes in, because as we do know, he's one of the only villains who has been set up as a Spider-Man villain in the MCU. Now, yes, we had Vulture and we had Mysterio, but they were more Tony Stark related villains. However, Matt Gargan is the only person who has a vendetta against Spider-Man. Obviously, in No Way Home, all the villains were from the multiverse, therefore leaving Scorpion as the only one who has been set up to become an actual full-fledged villain in a future Spider-Man movie. Now, the only problem with using Scorpion in MCU Spider-Man 4 is the fact that he probably won't be a strong enough villain for Spider-Man to take on by himself. Yes, they could buff up and power up Scorpion, but as I've come to realize over the last couple of weeks when this theory has been dwelling on me, is that I think Scorpion probably is too weak of a villain to put in MCU Spider-Man 4, especially after Tom Holland's Spider-Man, along with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, faced 5 of the most difficult villains he'll probably ever face in his career. One of them being the Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe's Goblin, who we've seen is absolutely ruthless. So therefore, how could we buff up Scorpion? Now, this is where the Venom Theory comes in. Could Scorpion get the Venom symbiote in MCU Spider-Man 4? Now, as we do know, the most likely candidate to become Venom is in fact Eddie Brock. As we do know, he's the one who gets the symbiote and then he becomes Venom to eventually fight Spider-Man. However, Eddie Brock isn't the only person to have donned the symbiote. Other people include people like Harry Osborn, Flash Thompson, and would you have guessed it, one of the main accomplices to have donned the symbiote at least once in Spider-Man comics history has been Matt Gargan, aka the Scorpion. With this lining up in the comic books and also Matt Gargan being set up from Spider-Man Homecoming to still become a Spider-Man villain in a future Spider-Man movie, it looks like this could be a very good opportunity to have Matt Gargan get the symbiote. Now, how would he become Venom? Would he just straight up be Venom, or would he be like a Scorpion version of Venom? Well, I think the latter is probably the best option, because as we do know, in Homecoming he was set up to be quote-unquote the Scorpion. He had the Scorpion tattoo on his neck and a bunch of other stuff referencing the Spider-Man villain. So I reckon the way it probably will go down is that the Scorpion will fight Spider-Man at the start of the movie and then will probably lose, or will probably realize that he's too weak to take on Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And this is where the symbiote comes in. Whether Tom Holland gets a symbiote beforehand or not, the symbiote will then eventually land to Matt Gargan, which will give him that all-important power upgrade to go on and try to take down Spider-Man. I think also using this to introduce Venom from a creative standpoint really works out well, as this is something that Spider-Man movies have not done with Venom yet, and would be quite a cool way to spice it up. As we do know, we've had Eddie Brock in Spider-Man 3, and then we also have the 2 Venom movies, which do the exact same thing. So using the Venom symbiote this way and spicing it up to create a different villain for MCU Spider-Man 4 and Tom Holland to take on would be really freshening it up and would actually be really cool. But with that being said, let me know in the comment section down below, do you think Matt Gargan could be the Scorpion in MCU Spider-Man 4? And let me know how he would actually get the suit. But if you disagree, who would your villain be for MCU Spider-Man 4? And would you use Scorpion at all? Let me know in the comment section down below, as I did say. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit a like on it. Make sure to subscribe for more Spider-Man content, including fanfictions, gaming, and news and updates about all of the movies. Spider-Man Last Hunt comes out on January 29th. Make sure to book that off your calendars, because this movie is, I'm really proud of it. I'm just gonna say I'm really happy with it. I'm really proud of the work that I've done in it. I've spent so long trying to make this thing. So if you guys could just give it a watch, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.